Lost Caverns of Ixalan draft season was a fun one here on the channel, and new Ixalan draft content has unfortunately come to an end, but that doesn't have to mean that LCI limited content has to end as well. Over the course of this format, I ended up doing 19 total drafts, far fewer than normal, and earning a 7-win trophy in 7 of those drafts, putting my trophy rate at a whopping 37% to go along with my 63% game win rate over the life of the format. So it is now time to close out the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, as I like to do here on the channel, with a little top 8 of my best drafted decks over the course of the entire format. I have included all 7 trophy decks, plus an additional deck that went 6 and 3 to battle it out in a single elimination best of 3 top 8 tournament, and after 7 videos over the course of the next 7 days, we will be able to crown what was my best drafted deck in Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Now, to help me with this tournament, I've enlisted the assistance of longtime viewer and patron of the channel, Fred, to act as my opponent for each of these 7 matches. And today, I will be playing my absolute favorite deck of the format, the 47-card Grim Captain Special that was draft number 13 posted to the channel on December the 13th. That's right, this deck's entire game plan is to cast and transform its 1 copy of Throne of the Grim Captain, assisted by 3 dinosaurs, 4 merfolk, 2 vampires, and 2 pirates. It was surprisingly consistent in being able to flip the throne, and almost always led to a victory when we did. Fred will be piloting an Azorius Control deck that was draft number 4 posted to the channel on November the 22nd. This deck operated as advertised, using control elements like Petrify, Cosmium Blast, and Quicksand Whirlpool to deal with the opponent's threats, while usually closing out the game with a crafted Master's Guide Mural or one of its 3 copies of Ultec Cloud Guard. Drop a comment down below to let me know which deck you think will come out on top, and I'll see you in the match. Alright, here we are in Quarterfinals 3, me playing what was my favorite deck in the format, unfortunately having to start here with a mulligan, and going to 5. This is going to be awkward. Let's see if we can find a land here, maybe? Alright, that is a start. You hate mulliganing to 5, but that's why we're playing best of 3. So we'll see if we can come back from this. I'm just going to get this started. This is our entire game plan. For those of you that watched the video, and this first draft that we played with Throne of the Grim Captain, this is what we're doing. It's a Throne of the Grim Captain deck here, and we're going to hope it gets us there. Staunch crewmate likely finding some sort of artifact here. That is annoying. That gets rid of our entire game plan, potentially. There's a reason both of these decks got the trophy. They're both good decks. They both got powerful cards, so can't really do anything against that. Does have a 3rd land here. There goes the lands, and then a missed land drop. Sounds about right. So he's got Cogwork Wrestler here, I guess? I believe that is the only thing at instant speed for a single blue in the format. So we're going to have to fight back here. There is the wrestler. Looks like he's just going to try to kick us while we're down. And makes sense. We'll see if he'll Larcenous the Scout here and just bash for 5, and then we're at 13 and we don't have answers to any of his creatures, so makes sense. someone's mana screwed. Kick them while they're down. See if it ends up working in your favor. Maybe it was just planning on trading Wrestler for a couple of counters here. Let's see. Yeah, that makes sense. 4-3 and a 3-3. Yeah. Can't block either of those. I don't know how we're getting out of this here. Of course, we'll mill another land. And then miss a third land drop. I have to hit lands, right? So I have to do a Spike Tail here. I hate it, but it's what we're gonna do. And then we're probably chumping with the Scout, taking 5, and then at some point hoping I can flip this thing. Yeah, I think I have to chump now. I can't take 7. But the fact that we know about this Larcenist, I mean, it's just going to get rid of the throne here, and we don't have a removal spell for it, so, I mean, look, you're going to lose when you mulligan to 5. It's just what happens, so that's why, again, why we're playing best of 3 here. Okay, we've got a Vampire, a Merfolk, and a Dinosaur, but no Pirate, unfortunately. Darn. So what do? We play... Scout, use the map token, chump block, take 9, and hope we can, like, explore a pirate to the yard and craft next turn. Because this does have lifelink when you flip it. So if we can just somehow flip this. The Iceberg hitting a land playing Acolyte is risky, because if we don't hit a land, we lose. So I think our play is this. That's a pirate. So we can flip it next turn now. But unfortunately, the Larcenist does turn this artifact into a nothing. So let's see if he sees that line or not. Actually, he could just turn this into nothing and then take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so either way we lose. Darn! If we hadn't mulliganed to 5 and not missed multiple land drops, I feel like we had it this game. That's why this deck got the trophy. This thing is so powerful when you're able to flip it. Yeah, I guess I'll mill myself. Okay, I guess I'll miss lethal. That's fine with me. We'll take everything we can to get back into this game. I've missed lethal many, many times. He might just Larcenist the throne post-combat anyway, so again, it won't really matter what we're doing, I don't think. Or he could also just kill the throne with it. Yeah, either one. Alright, is there any way we have to get out of this here? I mean, I guess we can do... this and then song their 4/4, but he just Larcenous the Acolyte now, take 5. Alright, so we did the best we could in game 1 here with a multi 5, but unfortunately could not get it done. So let's see if we can come back here in either game 2 or 3. It's going to be difficult playing against Larcenous and Deconstruction Hammer with the Throne, because our entire game plan is winning with Throne of the Grim Captain here. So, tough matchup, but let's see. I will choose to play, and we've actually got a hand we can keep this time. So let's do that. Probably going Scout into other Scout, depending on what we draw though. So, against this matchup, we're gonna have to hold the Throne until we can get to 6 mana and can immediately flip it. That way he can't hammer or Larcenist in response here. Looks like he did mulligan to 6 this time, so maybe we'll get a little bit of luck going our way. Confounding Riddle, a whole lot worse when you know, or when they know you have it, but I think it's still fine to keep on top. Probably not going to use it for the counterspell anymore, but rather just the other version, the Graveyard Synergy version. Let's get in here first, and then, oh, so he's got Cosmium Blast, that's what that tells me. He didn't get any priority until we attacked. So he's got the Cosmium Blast. Now do I play Scout or Vampire here? I think because of Throne of the Grim Captain, I'm going to play the Vampire. Gets us 2 types on the board. And then next turn we can hold up Riddle. There we go. That's something. I don't care if either of these dies to Cosmium Blast, so I'll let that happen if that's what he wants to do. Fine by me. And then I think I'll just play Riddle and grab a land, try to get to 6 as quick as possible so I can play this and flip it, and then we can hopefully flip some other cards into the yard here. This could be a problem, but again, our entire game plan with this deck is flipping the Throne here. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Unfortunately, did not hit any types. But I will take a land. I'll play Scout here. This blocks the Cloud Guard well enough. We're still looking for a Pirate. And then I guess I can cycle Spike Tail. Or play Brackish Blunder if I have to. I think I'm planning on cycling Spike Tail. I know I could play it, but having this in the yard is better for us. I also can't remember if this deck plays counterspells. That would be pretty darn bad for us if it did. Master's Guide Mural, sure. Let's go ahead and cycle this here. Okay, Song isn't too bad. So let's go ahead and Song this and mill here. Still no Pirate. There's a land. Guess I'll hold up Brackish Blunder here. And now we just have to figure out a way to get a pirate into the hand or the yard, so we can play this and flip it here. No plays, hopefully no counter spells. Also, no artifact in the yard, so can't... I guess he could sacrifice this to flip the guide mural if he finds one more land here. That doesn't do it, unfortunately, so... I mean, I could risk it, play the throne, hope to mill, but again, I can't risk it against Hammer and Larcenist in that deck, so I think I've just gotta try to find a pirate. Sure. I forgot that deck ran a Cartographer's Companion. I must have been a little bit low on a little bit low on playables, because that is not a card I usually put in the deck, but okay, we'll take one. We're only at 19, so we're fine in that front. Yeah, not really helping here. We're just waiting. I think this deck runs 2 pirates, if I'm not mistaken. The 2/1 that can find other pirates or artifacts, which also helps find the throne, and also the 3/3 defender that you saw last game here. Wouldn't be surprised if he flips this using the 2/4. Nope, just a River Herald Scout. Okay. Oaken Siren. We're gonna need to find it quickly. We're getting a bit overwhelmed here. Well, I guess we're just playing that then, aren't we? Because still can't find the pirate. So let's go ahead and play this thing here. No counter spell, that was good. And pass. Sure, I'll still take one, that's fine. Yeah, makes sense. I figured that would probably be coming here soon. Sure. Make a 4/4. I think I might... Well, he's not really going to attack with these 4/4s, but I would like to get the map token off of this, because that gets me one card closer to a pirate. So if in any way I can use this on a tapped creature... Could use it on my own tapped creature, but I don't think that's really gonna work out in my favor here, so just on the search for a pirate, or more self-mill, or something. We got another chance in this deck. That is some self-mill. We got rid of both icebergs, which are more self-mill. Got a lot of self-mill in the deck to help dig for those pirates, but this game would have been over long ago had we found it. But it is a race here. Okay, yeah. That means we can now use Brackish Blunder on their 4-4 and get a map here. So that's going to be pretty good. He's still got a stream of 4-4s coming, though. And I think I'm going to sacrifice this thing now. I don't really have a reason not to. I'm not sure I have Artifact Enchantment removal in this deck. Gem Guard. Probably immediately becoming a 4-4. And we gotta find it quick here. Immediately becoming a 5-5. Okay, we do get to attack for 6 now. That's something. Nope, don't need that. As we got rid of our only artifact here. Alright, I think I have to go for it now. At some point, I just have to go for it and hope he doesn't have Larcenist or Hammer in hand. If he had a Hammer, he would have played it. So, just hoping that's not Larcenist here. And hope I mill a Pirate off of this. Alright, I think I just have to do it. Nope. Darn, we just cannot find that pirate. We'll be happy to chump this with the Acolyte here. Okay, Oaken Siren, yep. Make another 4-4, I'm sure. I mean, at some point this won't even be enough to flip it, because this can just trade in combat. Oh, he does have the Larcenist. Could just get rid of the Brine Fang too, because at some point we're just dead here. Like... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we flipped this and we're basically still dead. Is it worth sacrificing that or just chumping with it? I think it gains me more life if I just chump with it. So let's do this. Yeah, even if we flip this, this is going to be lethal next turn, which means we have to chump it, pretty much. So, yeah, we just couldn't find it quick enough. We had like 4 or 5 turns there and could not find cards that helped us get there. But there's a reason Blue-White's the best deck in the format. And 2 Blue-White decks will be advancing to the semifinals here, so go to 11. Draw another land. Miss on pirates. And that will be the end of it. So, Grim Captain unfortunately can't make it past the quarterfinals of the Best Deck Tournament, fighting up against Azorius Control. Updated bracket on your screen now after quarterfinals 3. We've got Azorius Control advancing to take on the winner of Blue-Black Lizottes and Rakdos Descend here. 2 blue-white decks into the semifinals already. Hope you're enjoying the tournament as I am. We've got another video tomorrow, like I mentioned, the quarterfinals 4. Tune in for that one. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you tomorrow for more Daily Draft tournament content.